Hello, welcome to the second round. Not gonna mulligan this, like it's a pretty shady hand, just because I'm not gonna do much here. Not sure if my opponent is here already. We won the die roll, and we had to act first. So my opponent probably also won previous round, obviously, because else it would make no sense for me to be playing him. He plays red, interesting. So Sword Warmp is already instantly good. Um, He might not be aggressive red though. Yeah, he is. So my hand is a man. Fucking hell! Put that stuff away. uh, obviously want to say another word, but I refrained myself from doing so. Dungeon guys casting is probably a bit better against this deck than if I do not draw a swamp next turn. I'm gonna go for the island. Obliterate is obviously nuts against a mono red deck because they're gonna have a hard time. Beating it. Teetering Peaks is pretty good. Seriously, stop saying that I received priority. I realize that. So I'm gonna go down to 16 here. If he doesn't play a creature, what do I do? Oh, so he has Figure. Sure. It's a nice card to have. Swamp? Nope. So, Solar Warm as it is. Because that's really good against him. Because it's gonna gain as a bunch of life. Then Dungeon Geist into Treachery into Equip seems really, really good. So he does play white. Apparently, he's two colors. He has Mana Crypt. Nice. Which is one of the most broken cards in my opinion. And into it under my Hellkite. Which I'm actually not that scared of because I have the Dungeon Geist. Obviously I'm gonna take 8 here and I'm gonna drop down to 8 and he'll still have 3 cards and then next turn I'm gonna take some more, but I think outside of all that's possible, there's not much else I can do here. Seriously man, this window is way too big. Yeah, okay. And then next turn, Sword Warm Piece, let's say always yield, because I actually don't care about that. We can also... no, we can't. I need to gain this live, I think. So depending on what he does here... so plays land, has 3 cards now. If he attacks... oh, he has Char on the Dungeon Guys, that's pretty good. So then Thundermaw Hellkite becomes lethal. Greater Gargadon, okay. Let's see. So he can sacrifice a creature in response to my treachery, so my treachery becomes weaker, which gives him next turn kill, which makes me concede this game. Begin sideboarding, please. So he does play white, although I do not know for what. Sarcomancy is really good, Diagraph Call is really good, Remand probably is good. Electrolyze would have been good, but obviously can play it. This is pretty meh. Just thinking about cards I don't want in against this guy. We have 42. Probably not a Sword of Feast Famine, it's more against control-ish cards. Like Sword of War and Peace is really good against him. J seems good, Dungeon Guy seems good, rest seems fine. Maybe not a him, although if I can cast it early. Boom, 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 boom. Hippie is just a creature. Look at Dungeon Guy, J, Skin Runner, him, really, him. The Hypocrite side is gonna block something, him isn't. But him is gonna take 2 burn out of his hands, usually. If I draw it later though, meh. But if I draw a Hypocrite side later, it's just as bad. Also have... Maybe one of these late game cards, like Meloko or something. Although Meloko is pretty good against those kind of decks, but I think Consecrate Sphinx. Let's cut a Sphinx and submit. Obviously, I want to play first. I will mulligan this. You know, I probably should mulligan this, but I'm not gonna. Just because I have the Remand, the Bone Shredder, and then the Diagraph Cool. But normally I would mulligan this because I do not have a black source. But I mean, we do have 10 black sources. He mulliganed to 6, which you can obviously see. And he's considering mulliganing to 5. He knows that I kept my 6. He mulliganed to 5, he's thinking about mulliganing to 4, but he kept his 5, so he probably has a turn 1 opening. So he opens with just Mountain, so he doesn't have a turn 1 drop, which is actually pretty good for my hand. And there's the Swamp. We're gonna keep open Remand over the Diagraph Call, just want to see what he does here. If it doesn't do anything, we then have next turn Diagraph Call into and Remand open, so yeah. Seriously, dude, get rid of that. There has to be a way to turn this off. Searing Blaze, huh? Yeah, we'll remand that. I think if it doesn't have a land drop, then next turn it's obviously better. We did manage to draw Mox Jet, which allows me to cast Hippie next turn, which I probably don't want to do. Because if I play the Hippie, he can kill it easily. So we're just gonna hope he kills the Diagraph Goal here with his Searing Blaze again, and then we play the Hippie. Seems better that way. We're the control deck in this case. So he does play lands, probably replay Searing Blaze here, and then we can play the Hippie. Yeah, there it is. Just what I wanted. If I didn't remand it earlier, it would have been fine as well. But I did, so I couldn't play the Hippie then previous turn, because then that would have been the target of the Searing Blaze, which is not what I want. Okay, so that's the end of his turn apparently. So now we can play. Can we play both? No, we can't. So we're just gonna cast Hippie here, see what he does about it. If he has remove for it, he has remove for it, that's fine by me. I think if he had anything, he would have cast it end of turn. So it seems unlikely that he has it. Oh, he has a Chain Lightning, yeah, sure. Like, as much burn, the more burn that goes to my creatures, the better for me. He has a Curse Scroll, so hemming here is actually a pretty big downside. Because sure, it takes away his cards, but it only takes away one card apparently. He only has one card here, and we're gonna see what it is anyway. Didn't cast it with 5 mana, so usually it is some kind of burn, but I mean, we want to get it out of his hand and leave him up to top decking. So he's obviously gonna use Curse Scroll here. He names, where can I see it? Mountain. So it was a mountain. Oh, so now it becomes into the revealed card zone, huh? So he needs to start top decking. And even if he top decks a creature, I obviously have the Treachery, I have the Bone Shredder. He missed with his mana crypt, which is a bit annoying for me. So he has something here, because he's gonna curse scroll first. Yep. Stop giving me this. How on earth do I stop getting that shit? Because it is annoying. So he's 1-0 up, right? Yeah, he is. Here he's gonna cast it, whatever it was. It was a cut. Wow, really? That's like the worst card I can get against me. Because I can't treachery it. It puts me on a big clock. I don't have a creature to stop it. And in 2 turns it's gonna come ulti. A pucker site, huh? Yeah, this is what I meant with the pucker site not being a good card. It doesn't actually do anything here. Like, it blocks the mount on 1 turn. I'm probably not even gonna block because I want to keep the cuts low. So he has something here. Yeah, he's obviously gonna curse scroll on the poker side. Why didn't I think about that? Destroy target non-black, non-artifact creature. Okay. And he reveals man. Oh, here it shows Gitu Encampment. So again, a card I actually have no answer against. That's gonna kill me next turn. But this is gonna kill me next turn anyway, and I'm not sure my deck actually has an answer against that. Like, I have no hasters. I have no hasters. The ulti is unbeatable for me. Let's just see which card comes. I think my deck here is a bit too reactive. Obviously, if I drew a big threat, I might have won, but now let's concede this one. So we'll go 1-1, and I'll see you guys in the finals. Let me cut this recording. See ya.